Om Namah Shivaya. So I have been practicing the spirituality since so many years, and I used to share my knowledge, experience, spiritual experiences with the people, and I got suggestion to make videos on my experiences, and that could help others to know the truth, to know what is the divine, what is universe, what is existence. So I thought of making my first video on such a subject where all the living beings spend most of the time of the whole life, that is sleeping. If you see, whether it's a human being, whether it's an animal, everyone spend their time in sleeping. Why it's so important? Why it is so important that every living being has to do that? So, for example, like let's say in 24 hours of a day, I'm spending 8 hours just in sleeping on an average. And if you see rest of the 16 hours is mixed of efforts. You are doing the job, going to school, spending sometimes in watching the TV, entertainment, all those stuff. But if you see that sleep takes away 8 hours totally. And if you let's say living for 90 years, that means if you consider 1/4, that is 30 years of your whole lifespan you are spending in sleeping. So why is so important? So I want to just give you one example of our one of the leader who used to perform some strikes for the social cause, Anna Hazare. So he used to spend weeks without food and water, but he never skips sleep. The only reason behind that is sleeps gives you the energy. The energy you get in the sleep you don't get in any other medium, whether it's a food, water, anything. The most of the energy you get it is from the sleep. One more thing, like let's say doctors, whenever they perform a major surgery or any kind of treatment is done to the patient, after all the prescription and everything has been given to them, they suggest to take a rest. Why? Why rest is so important? Because whether the example of Anna Hazare or whatever I said about the doctor's suggestions, that when you sleep, when you go for a deep sleep, that is the place where you lose yourself. That is the state where you lose yourself. You don't have identification of your body. You don't have any thoughts going on in your mind. You don't have anything to call me, myself, anything. You are just in the deep sleep. And this is the time when cosmic energy passes through you and charges you, and that is the reason very next day you are feeling fresh, very fresh. You might have heard many people saying, I am not feeling fresh, I didn't have the sleep. That is because people didn't have the sleep. How will you feel fresh? If you don't have sleep, whatever you may eat, you will not feel fresh. So every day when you go for a sleep and you go into the deep sleep and there is no dream, there is no identification of yourself, that is the only thing happens is energy touches you, gets into you, and you spend it in the next day. So in Sanatana Dharma, it is very clearly said, there are two main concepts, that is Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is nothing but the consciousness which is inside you, and Shakti is nothing but the energy. So about energy, there is a completely different topic where we can talk about Kundalini and all those stuff. So this Shakti, Ma Shakti, every day comes into you, charges you, goes away. Similarly, like what you do for your mobile. You discharge it, use it. When it drains away, you charge it again you use it. So that is what happens with us every day. Every day we are doing this. The sleep is very, very important. And that is how God daily meets us. Now, if you say, how do I know this? How can I experience this? So the deep sadhakas, the people who do dhyana, meditation, these people who have reached to this state where they don't have any kind of thoughts, any kind of bodily identification, any kind of dreams, and they are just sitting and meditating, and when they just go inner and inner, and they get into the such state where they are aware of everything that is happening but nothing bodily experiences, this energy pierces into you and it passes into you. So these sadhakas, meditators know this thing. So this is how God daily touches you, reaches you. Only thing is you cannot experience in the deep sleep. Only thing you have to do meditation. So whether you are a spiritual practitioner or a normal person who is doing daily jobs, going to school, one of the important thing is timely sleep. And the deep sleep, no gadgets, no mobile, no distractions. So have a discipline for the sleep. Rest of the all other 16 hours will be disciplined automatically. That will happen. So if you are sleeping at 10, then wake up at decided time, 5, 6, 7. If you sleep at 11, use this time, like whatever it is your time, 11 to 5, 11 to 6, 12 to 7. Stick to this time. You should not confuse your body by having different schedules every day. Hope you guys benefited with this. Thank you.